He is a drug dealer.
Mark Emery, you're wanted on a warrant for extradition to the United States of America.
Today, news that he's headed for a legal battle south of the border, this time with the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency.
Go home, USA! Go home, USA!
The U.S. Attorney's Office here in the Western District has filed an extradition request with the Government of Canada asking that all 3 defendants be brought to Seattle to stand trial.
I was read the warrant while I was being fingerprinted and handcuffed and foot shackled.
These guys are working for the United States.
For the building of a society that is not only just, but compassionate and humane.
Yeah, I got it. We'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you. I love you too. Thanks, God.
It's okay.
On July 29th, Mark Emery, Greg Williams, and Michelle Rainey were arrested by the Vancouver Police on behalf of the Drug Enforcement Agency of the United States. Charged for selling marijuana seeds, they all face extradition to the U.S. and a minimum of 10 years to life in U.S. prisons. This is a glimpse of the raid and events that followed.
And it's an Afghan early pro class.
And is it time to offer her to the gods or goddesses?
Yep. That's sacrifice.
Go for it.
Okay, that's a beauty, eh?
So this will be somebody's medicine?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Pain, severe muscle spasms, my nausea, and that's about it. A little bit for depression I find sometimes, and for stress.
I'm a young woman with Crohn's disease. I've had it for over half my life. I've used every conventional medicine you can imagine. I've had 2 surgeries, and I've had a professional bank career for 10 years. I paid my dues to this country. I had a father die at a young age of alcoholism. I mean, I have not done anything wrong to harm my country in any way. And I deserve to find a better way of living, which has been through marijuana and cannabis.
Why are people so freaked out about this thing? Why is it that the RCMP can fly over now and arrest your ass?
Why? Oh, geez, that's a long story.
Hey guys, for having to close the lane off, we just have to get you to go down to the street, okay? Open off the whole back alley? Yeah. The back alley. Just get you to walk down to the street. This is part of the investigation, so.
What are you guys investigating?
I can't comment on that right now, so I'll just get you to go down there.
Because they're fascists, that's why they're here. Because they're fascists. They don't listen to the mayor, they don't listen to the Senate, they don't listen to the people. They listen to their narco-fascist chief and the new fascist solicitor fucking general of Vancouver who's a fucking American ass kisser. Like these BPD cops. The cops with the worst reputation in fucking Canada.
Being raided. Being raided.
This is what's happening is this search warrant has been outfitted on behalf of the United States of America in Canada, and this is a search warrant directed at extraditing Canadian citizens, Mark Emery and others, to face charges in America for a crime committed in Canada. And this shows that there's a total loss of sovereignty in Canada, and that we are now under the control of the United States. We're effectively a new state in America because America sets Canadian drug policy, sets Canadian foreign policy, and men like these, the Vancouver police, are compliant with that loss of Canadian sovereign rights and the loss of Canadian sovereignty. They go against the Canadian public and they work for the United States of America. They don't work for the citizens of British Columbia, Vancouver, the mayor, anything like that. They're their own force that works for the United States of America, the world's greatest terrorist nation, and the perpetuator of the war on the world's most useful plant, cannabis sativa hemp.
This is America now is involved with this.
Yeah.
I talked to the constables. Canada doesn't have any problem. This is an American extradition treaty levied by America to extradite Mark Emery and Michelle Rainey back to the States that they've never been to. I don't know how you can charge somebody with a crime in a country that they haven't been in. And I don't understand how the Canadian laws are supposed to be just so that if you break a law, then that gives you the option to try to change that law. But how are you going to change a law in a draconian state?
What have you been charged? Have you been charged?
Yes, I have been
with,
charged.
What are you being charged with?
This conspiracy to do something. To be euphoric. Marijuana, these guys are working for the United States.
You want front or back?
What's yours?
Go home, USA! 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 Go home!
The House of Commons Committee says decriminalize marijuana. It would already be legal if it weren't for threats from America.
Pull your mask down. Or turn around, one or the other. Maybe we can see your face. Like the rest of us, innocent people. Show yourself.
There's this new product that just came out on the shelves on June. It's called Cannabis. And their vision of the medical marijuana future, the future of medical marijuana is you have a spray and you buy it in a pharmacy and get a prescription for it. It costs lots of money. You can't grow it in the backyard. You can't be self-sufficient. You don't get strain selection. You just get one spray.
You know, right or wrong, we should have our own ability to chart our own course and not be just another U.S. state. I mean, Canada has taught the U.S. so much when it comes to tolerance and peace issues, when it comes to end of slavery, alcohol prohibition, women getting the vote, or Vietnam or Cuba or the death penalty. We have a lot to offer the U.S. in our ability to chart our own course. It would be valuable for both Canadians and people of the United States if Canada was free to continue to pick its own way.
This is BC's finest right here, eh?
Yep. BC's finest.
I read this the other day that they said that more people are in treatment for marijuana than any other drug. In fact, all the other drugs combined. Well, if you ask how many people seek treatment voluntarily, it's about 3%. The other 97% are ordered into treatment or face a choice between treatment and jail. So how can we submit to obvious injustice, the extradition of a seed salesman to the U.S. to face maybe life in jail for doing something that no one in Canada is complaining about? Certainly no one in this neighborhood.
My wife's facing 10 years for allegedly watering medical marijuana plants in the state of California. Erwin Cotler, the same Canadian sellout and traitor who signed off on my wife sending her back to the USA, signed off on Michelle Rainey, Mark Emery, and Greg Williams. Erwin Cotler, the Canadian Justice Minister, is a traitor who sold out to the narco-fascist imperialist nation of America. Yes, brother! So, we got